Today's episode of Desertwood Days with Kathy Blaze is sponsored by Cole, Obart's Entertainment. Providing amusement, celebration, and distraction since 2013. To find out more, visit us on the web at www.coleobartsent.com.
I wanna visit all the places nobody goes. I wanna teach all the things that nobody knows. I wanna grow wings, leave the coop, learn to fly. Bungee jump from the tallest building in Dubai. I wanna fly around town in my UFO. I wanna eat real food, not the GMOs. I wanna make moves, call the shots like the boss. I wanna love like I never lost.
Welcome back to Desertwood Days. Man, I tell you, we got some royalty in the fashion industry today here, just for you. Let's welcome Mr. LaMark Cole. Hello there.
How are you?
Great, how are you?
I'm amazing.
Oh,
Thank you so much for having me.
oh my goodness.
How are we doing?
I am good.
Okay.
How are you doing?
Just fabulous. Living my best life.
Yes. Such a pleasure to have you here today.
Thank you.
You know, LaMark, I don't know you very well. We haven't spent much time, but I feel in my head, I feel like I know you because I've seen your work over the years, and you're amazing.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate
you are
that.
amazing. But you're a fashion designer.
Yes.
You know what? I know you're a friend to the community, and
Yes.
we love friends to the community. People that give back to our community.
Absolutely.
And it's not just about them. And I see you out there. You give back to the community
I
as well.
absolutely do. I think it's very important not only to just showcase your work, but to also give back
Yes.
and inspire and motivate others, either in your field or outside.
Yes.
It means a lot to me.
That's our mission and our motto here on the show.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Good.
So, LaMark, I like to always, I want our audience to feel like they know you the way I
Okay.
do in my head, okay? And I'd like to get a little bio. I want to know about the young LaMark before you got into fashion.
Yes.
And what was it that inspired you to get here to where you are today?
If we go back to the young LaMark, it would not be this person at all. Like, it'll be.
Tell me about that little person.
That person was very timid, scared. Yeah, you can look at me wrong and I would start crying.
Oh.
I had big lips. I had this tiny voice that sounded like Mickey Mouse, and I was just super shy and I was just I was just overwhelmed. And at the time, I didn't know it was anxiety, but it was anxiety, social anxiety at the time, because I had this voice at that time. You get teased for your lips and how you talk, and they already pin you to be gay before you know you're gay. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot.
Right.
And so it was kind of I just was I put myself in a box just to kind of to protect myself,
Yes.
And then once I went to college, I broke out that box.
Good for you.
Yeah, I it was just a different turnaround from the people that I knew and the people that I was introduced to once I started. Because when you go to college, it just opens a whole nother world up for you.
Right.
And how I was treated and just the love and everything, it just really made me just okay, you know what? I'm breaking out. As far as in clothes and fashion and stuff like that, I've always been a fashion boy. My mom grew up always keeping us well dressed, especially for church. Church, it was a fashion show.
Right.
So I've always had that in me. But I really was able to dabble a little bit more in college. And then once I moved out here, it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? The support out here in Arizona was just, I can't even say how dope it is. It's like how you right now have me here talking about, my work. That's the kind of support I've been receiving, So yeah, the little old
I
me.
love hearing that. And where are you from, LaMark?
So I was born in Chicago,
Okay.
but I was raised in Tennessee. So
Okay.
I'm like a little Southern gentleman,
My mom was born in Memphis.
Okay, I was an hour from Memphis, and I would go to Memphis to actually party because Tennessee was one of those little small cities where nothing goes on. You're just bored. So I would go to Memphis to go give my little party.
Okay, see, my mom would love you. So it stems from with your mom. I mean, she laid the seed. I mean, it was bound to be here anyway.
Absolutely.
I mean, because of who you are, and I think a lot of times I can really feel what you were saying because I had a lot of those issues growing up.
Mhm.
People say, Kathy, you were shy. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, people don't see that, and then that's because of who we are today.
Yes.
But I felt you when you were mentioning all those things.
Absolutely.
I mean, I was the big forehead girl.
Oh, were you?
Yes. But you know what?
We can laugh about this stuff now.
I know. But you know what? I can flash my forehead to anybody right now.
I know that's right. I used to get teased about my lips, and now everybody wants
They
big
want your
lips.
lips. Yeah, yep.
It's like the things I was getting teased for, I'm now getting praised for.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? I felt everything you were saying, and because, like I said, I was the big forehead
Mhm.
girl. And you know, people tease me now or say something to me now, which I don't get teased. But if they
Right.
did, I'm like, I got teased by the best.
Okay.
And that was my brother.
Okay. I mean,
so there ain't nothing you
you
can
right
say.
about
I got it in my own household from my brother.
no, for real, like.
And he
this-
loves me to death now, so I
Yes.
give that to you. You love me to death.
Yeah. No, the sisters and brother. I'm a middle child, so I have a little brother and a bit older
I
sister.
guess I'm considered the middle too because I was the third child.
Okay. Yeah. So and they would tease me a lot. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I would get back with them, but they was like now they can't mess with me now. But then they used to get me together, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But
He calls me to me. I don't want to make Kathy mad. But I felt everything that you're saying, and you know what? Sometimes I just feel like we go through those things, and it's a teaching moment for
Absolutely.
everyone because now they look back and they think back about how they treated you or someone else, and it makes them a better person also.
Yes.
Sometimes we have to take the brunt for other people's growth,
Yeah.
even though it was hurtful and hard for us at
Absolutely.
that time. But
Absolutely.
look at what
Yes.
turned out.
Yes.
Yes. Look what blossomed.
Yes, like even I have had friends, or not, well, they weren't friends at the time, but now they friends. But I had them reach out to me and like apologize and like
the ones that was the worst, and then they send you friend requests on Facebook, and you like, what you want?
Oh, I got all of them, I actually accept a friend request because you got to see this glow.
You know what? I've done the same thing. I've done the same thing, and I was telling my friend about it. I'm like, she's like, "How are you?" I'm like, "No." You know what? People grow up.
Yeah.
But you know what? Yeah, whatever. But that young LaMark, it was always in you. It stemmed from your family. And that's what I tell people that, sometimes we grow up and we forget what was instilled in us. And then we get back to it because it's always in us.
Absolutely.
So growing up, it was your mom, but was there a fashion stylist, a designer out there that you admired growing up?
You know what? To be honest, no. I didn't really have those examples in front of me like that. You know what I'm saying? I never had anybody like was doing styling or doing fashion or any of that.
Oh, okay.
I actually just progressed into this role because I would just dress myself. You know what I'm saying? And then I would do fashion shows at the school, at college, and people would ask me like, "Do you style?" I'm like, "No, I don't really do that." I just really did it for myself and my own confidence. And then when I moved out here, that's kind of where it became that, like, because I would go shopping to style for like looks and stuff like that, and I couldn't find the look or the idea that I wanted to get across. But I have like this crazy creativity. I know what I want to look like. I know what I want this situation to look like. So I got with a girl. Her name is Keisha Stilwell. She's a fashion designer out here. She's from New Jersey, I believe. And she hit me up. Was like, "Hey, I want to hang out. I want to like get to know you." Like. And at first I thought it was a little weird because I was like, some people you just can't really, what I'm saying? So I kind of ignored the message. And my good friend Star, she hits me up and she was just like, "Hey, because I was expressing to her I wanted to get into sewing and stuff like that. And she was like, "Hey, it's this girl named Keisha. She's a fashion designer. She can teach you a ways around a machine." And I was like, "What the hell? She hit me up before." You know what I'm saying? So if my good friend Star vouched for her, then I was like, okay, well, let me connect. And so that's how pretty much it got started with me with the sewing. But to answer your question, there wasn't any like inspiration besides what I was doing.
What was already within you and what you knew you liked.
Yes. And I knew I was going to do
something. And what you didn't see out there. And that's a problem, like being a plus size woman. We don't see the things we want to see.
Right.
And that was what happened with me with doing fashion shows, is that I was a plus size model, but there wasn't anything here in Arizona. So that's when I started Blazing Curves because there was a need for it.
Yes, absolutely.
But there still is a need, and we have to keep it going.
Oh, absolutely.
So how's the sewing? Are you doing all your sewing now?
Yes, I'm doing everything myself. I'm in the works with fabric to start producing some manufactured pieces. So I'm super excited about that.
That's awesome.
And I'll let you know.
Fabric is amazing.
Yes, I love fabric.
Angela Johnson here on the show.
Yes, that's who I'm working closely with
awesome.
in regards to that. What was the question? I forgot.
Sewing.
Okay, yeah. So I'm working with them to do that, and then also, I sew all my own pieces because I know how I want to look when I want to sit down for an interview, cocktails, fashion shows, events, and stuff like that. And then it's just like a passion. It's just like it's so much fun to me. Like when I sit down and do it, it feels therapeutic. Therapeutic, how you say it. It just
Southern accent.
Did you hear me? Well, no, it feels that way to me. It feels like some people may be annoyed by that machine sound, but for me, that's like soothing, you know. And I don't sketch. I don't do anything like that. It just literally comes from here. Sometimes, like the dress that you seen, that you like, that first dress, I literally, it was for this show called Arizona Fashion Week. Okay. So I went to LA, first time going to LA, but I knew I wanted to really make this showcase like everything. So I went to LA and I purchased a bunch of fabrics. And I took the fabric and I just draped it over the mannequin to see what kind of I really let the fabric speak to me, and then I go in and start doing my LaMark Cole thing to it.
So LaMark, we had talked about you doing some sewing and working with fabric, which is awesome. They're an amazing organization to be a part of, and they've helped quite a few people here in Arizona.
Absolutely.
So you came out here to Arizona. How long have you been here now?
6 years now.
6 years? Okay.
Yeah.
So, and you said the acceptance was well, and that's great to hear.
It was great. Like, our very first event was called Makeup and Martinis, and it was really catered towards my boyfriend. He does makeup and stuff like that, and so he was displaying different makeup looks. You know, like something will be missing, and we'll have like some crowd participation. Whoever gets a bag, and then he also show you how to do it. And that was our very, very first event, and I thought it was going to be like maybe 30, 20 people. I was like 100 and something. The event space was not even that big for all those people, but it was an overwhelming response.
People are always wanting to see something new and different.
Exactly. And what we do, we always try to do a combination of something. Like for when we're doing our marketing, it's always this plus this. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe in having a cute old cocktail. You know what I'm saying? When I'm coming out to events, so that's why we call them makeup martinis. And that's a whole other backstory about that.
Well, I remember one event that I saw you at, and you guys won some awards. It was at one of Phoenix Fashion Week's shows out in, was it this hotel in Tempe? I can't remember.
Yes, it was a hotel in Tempe. The Moxie.
The Moxie.
Yes,
and you guys, I guess it's where they did this, you guys worked with the models of the,
so it was,
this picture they had.
It was a print challenge. Yes, it was the print challenge. So what pretty much happened was Phoenix Fashion Week, they had an opportunity for me to come in as at the time I was in styling. I had my boyfriend use the makeup. I had hair, Mo and Tyra, which we still have that business. It's called Something Unique Productions. So what we end up doing is we come up with a concept. I came up with a concept and I talked to them about it. At the time I was like really into like this English, big dresses.
It reminded me of Bridgerton's.
Yes.
The styles from Bridgerton's.
Now, if you look at a lot of my work, it's always giving you like this royal feel to it. You know what I'm saying?
I can see that.
And that's what the idea at the time I was watching Rain, the TV show Rain. And I was just so inspired by them. So I hit up Arizona, the ASU costume. Then I also hit up this place called Mardi Gras Costume. And I let them know what I was doing. And they were like, okay, come in and get whatever you want. And so I had the Phoenix Fashion Week gave me like 10 models, and I took them to the place, and I showed them all the outfits. They was like blowing their mind. And so what I did, since I was watching the show Rain, I was pulling characters, and I gave them all a character. I rented out the Wrigley Mansion, and we just shot. So they already knew what to do, what energy to give, and we had put a lot of work behind it. So
Well, your awards were well deserved.
Thank
So
you.
I want to make sure we get time to see some of your media,
yes.
so that they can see the
Yes,
LaMark
yes.
Cole brand here.
Okay, all right. So this is an outfit. So we did 2 shows. So this one right here was at the Chateau de Vie. How do you have to say it like that because it's just so fabulous there. So I was this outfit was actually maternity ladies hit me up, wanted me to do a maternity dress for her, but her belly wasn't big enough for this look, and it swallowed her up. So I told her, I said, okay, no, bring it back. I'll make you something else. I know exactly what I'm going to do with this. So this is Ava wearing that outfit. She completely killed it. Him. Yes, this is, what is his name? On social media, it's something, it's, it is what it is. That's all. That's what his social media name is. What it is. But now this is actually the funny story. Can we go back to that really quick? The funny story about that is I actually had left his look at home. This wasn't his original look. But some told me to bring some extra looks. And so I ended up bringing an extra look, and I ended up cutting it in half because it was actually a full body jumpsuit. So I cut it in half, and I sewed the seams around the ends and like from the top and the bottom, and it fit him like a glove.
Oh my! It is a nice glove.
Thank you.
Oh man, look at those pants! My goodness.
So this is one of the fabrics that I had actually got. I got from LA. This one right here. Actually, all of these fabrics all came from LA. I thought I really want to do something that had some movement to it. You know what I'm saying? Because when you walk in walking in those pants, you command in any room. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so I also wanted to give like this dramatic jacket to pair with the pants, but not too overwhelming because the pants was already doing a lot.
And it looked amazing on his dark skin too. Yeah. Okay, girl, there's that girl. Look at that hip shake. Oh my goodness. Okay, wow.
So yeah, this was I was thinking. So I paired these both like that. It's not a boot. It's actually like I call it like a glove pants for it. So I actually just made it out of the same material that I made the jacket out of. I just wanted this to be like kind of just simple. So I made her some like navy.
She reminds me of Heidi Klum.
Yeah, she is very gorgeous. So when I did the model lineup and I was picking my model, she was the first model that I picked. You know, so I paired her with like some khaki pants, and I did like this. I wouldn't know what to call this. It was just the vibe that it was like a jacket, but then I laced it in the back. You don't get to see it in this video, but it's laced in the back because I didn't get to get her measurements. So the best way to do is like, to lace it. And I paired it with like these leg covers. And that was like one of the favorite ones.
I'm sure.
This dress right here, it actually was, I made this for Miss Juneteenth.
Okay.
She went out to finals, and I was a judge there at the show. And so when she won, she came over, she did like a consultation with me. And so I gave her this dress actually for free. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to actually return to it, but I wanted to put it into the show because I absolutely loved it. She actually ended up being like the finalist. She didn't win, but yeah, this is one of the dresses that I had created for her.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
It has a nice flow to it.
It did. Okay. This is another one that I like love. And so this is another situation where I just set everything on the mannequin and let it do what it do. So her actually side and back is out. So we kind of just, double side tape the sides so she wouldn't come out, and then she has a zipper with the skirt, and she has like this dramatic loop going in the back from like her neck all the way down to as you see it's her ankles. I just absolutely love it when she walks in, the fabric moves.
I love that you paired it with a brunette.
Absolutely. Yes. I didn't want it to give it too much because the brunette is her energy and vibe, it just fits perfect with that. So yeah, I was excited about this look too. And that's me.
Awesome.
Thank you.
This is the LaMark Cole brand. Fabulous. That is so why I wanted to see you and show your work.
Thank you so much.
For people that don't know you, they need to see your work.
Thank you so much.
And you talk about your style being more like the Brazilian type style.
I pull a lot of inspiration.
How do you describe your style?
I try not to put too like a box on it, but if I had to, it's bold, it's in your face, it's expressive.
It's LaMark.
I wish I had my fan because I'm gonna flop you right now. It's LaMark Cole. You know what I'm saying? Like I want anything that I make or wear to give a statement before I
Right.
open my mouth, before I walk in the room, and you're like, yeah, oh, who was that? I need to get to know him. You know what I'm saying?
So where can our audience find you?
You can find me on all platforms, LaMark Cole, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Yes, those are my main ones.
Wonderful.
Yes.
It was such a pleasure having you here
Thank
with
you.
us today. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
And we thank you for joining us here on Desertwood Days, and we'll catch you next time.
Today's episode of Desertwood Days with Kathy Blaze is sponsored by Cole, Obarts Entertainment. Providing amusement, celebration, and distraction since 2013. To find out more, visit us on the web at www.coleobarts.com.